I see that we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do with this generation of both men and women. There's a lot, there's a lot of teaching to do. There's a lot of guidance to do. Because tell me how this adds up to anything. Like, I'm honestly trying to find the lessons because how can I allow a man I don't know much about to lead me? I don't get it. A man to lead you. It's your husband that is meant to lead you, not a man. And before a man becomes a husband, you would have made your choice. The man didn't jump to say, to catch you and say, "Come live with me." He probably did a proposal to you, and you had the first right of refusal to either say, "I will" or "I will not." And then before you take a decision, you must have gone through the courts, is it courtship or talking stage, where you probably found out one or two things that makes you so comfortable to say, "I do" to him, right? So you made that decision to want to live with that man who has now become your husband. So when you say, how can you allow somebody you don't know to lead you? I'm trying to understand where you are coming from. Does it then mean that you will get married to a man, the man becomes your husband? You won't allow him to lead you because you don't know him. If you don't know him, how come you're married to him? If you say, "Oh, I don't know him," and then you don't know him, but you're sleeping with him, somebody you don't know, you open your legs for him, but you don't know him. Somebody you don't know gives you money and you collect it and you don't know him. But when it comes to him leading you, you have to know him for you. So the whole confusion is the reason I'm doing this because this particular person keeps tagging me to post. There's a recent post I saw. So she tagged me to a recent post, of a man who unalived his wife. It's so unfortunate that these things happen. But you know what? There are also women who are unaliving their husbands. So sometimes I don't want you to cloud your brains with news like this because there's social media now. So once one bad news, gets on the space, what we do is that we want to magnify that bad news. What about the marriages that are working? What about the men that are not unaliving their wives? Don't we have men who are responsible? Don't we have good fathers? Don't we have fantastic husbands? So why are we trying to want to always tag and say, "Oh, look at this man that's unalived"? I was reading of a woman who unalived her husband. So for the fact that we talk about healthy marriages, does don't then mean that we don't have demons, in human forms living amongst us. We just have to be careful who we associate with. And this is the very reason why you need God. That's why you need God. That's why you need to pray and ask God for direction so that you will make a good choice of a life partner. So that you don't start looking for things to validate your fear or to validate the things that they are trying to force into your mind to stay with you. When the truth is in the scripture. Now we talk, oh, once we hear one man has unalived, we blow it out of proportion. And I ask again, are there no women who are unaliving their men, unaliving their helps? So we should stop blowing things out of proportion. I'll continue again. I don't know how much, to lead me. Okay, as in trust my life and everything to Him, knowing fully well that men cheat. Here's another problem. Don't women cheat? Are there not women who cheat, knowing fully well that men cheat? So you are saying that your husband cheats, so you will not allow him to lead you. If you knew this, why did you marry him? Why? Because the scripture was very clear. If you marry a man and he has these traits, these qualities, you will stay there and let your own behavior change him. That it's in the scripture. It's not me quoting it. Do you understand? We only teach you how to live with these men if you still want to live with them. Because not every woman is going to walk out on a cheating husband. So when you cry and say, "Oh, my husband is cheating, but I love him, he takes care of the children, he does this," you're considering every other thing. What we do is now teach you how to live in that situation since you don't want to leave. We sometimes tell some, if you're married to a chronic cheat, you want to separate yourself while still working out things if the man is still interested in the marriage. So all of these things, we should stop blowing them out of proportion. And then she went ahead to say, trust my life and everything to him, knowing fully well that he's a cheat. Knowing fully well that he's a cheat. Knowing fully well that he's a cheat. You want me to, but you are spending the cheats, the money of the cheats. You're living in his house. You are doing, do you understand? Having intercourse with the cheats. But what you will not want is for the cheat to lead you. As soon as you get to this point where you say, look, I don't trust you to lead me, then it's better that you take your things and leave the house. You are not in any marriage. And you saying that men can unalive. My darling, you're on social media. You need to get out of social media and go see what is happening in the real world. See families taking vacations, happy families, father, mother, children. Sometimes you see grandparents, uncles, aunties. This is what normal is. You are not in the normal, your brain is, you know, unfortunately, you need to calm down. Things happen every day. Let me ask you a question. Are there no people who are unalived from just eating food? They are poisoned by eating food. Are there no people like that? So you're going to say you will no longer eat food because a family, was unalived because they ate something that was related to what you eat. Or you won't enter into vehicles again because there's a car crash that consumed the whole family. So cars are dangerous. All cars are dangerous. This is what we do with the institution of marriage. For the fact that we preach and teach healthy marriages does not mean that we don't have demons living amongst us. Unfortunately. But that is why you must. You see, a lot of times, young ladies, young men, you no longer listen to wise counsel. You want to do what you want to do. A lot of times, some of you, your parents said no to that spouse of yours, but you insisted, you knew what you wanted. Your parents wanted to dig deep to know this family you are married. Said, no, I'm in love. You went ahead. Your pastors have said no. Don't sleep with him. Don't stay in his house. Don't do this. You say, this Christianity is too much. And then you get into a wrong house and you want to now blame all this pain that you are going through and experiencing on marriage. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Your choice is what matters. You need to look deeply. I see the news. You don't have to tag me. There are men doing it, but there are still men who would never do things like that. So let's stop all of this propaganda and be focused. If we go back to the beginning, the Bible said it was clear. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and turn from their wicked ways, that's what God needs. That's what He needs you to do. Instead of looking for things to validate, why you are thinking what you're thinking and magnifying evil news. Let people begin to go back to the beginning where you kept yourself as a girl. You don't lynch on men and have sex with them. You spend their money. They eventually marry you and belittle you in their houses. This is what is happening. And then people come out to talk, and you want to tag us to every evil that is happening. There's a lot happening, not just in marriage, but it doesn't mean that life will not go on. Life will always go on. And this is why you need to watch and pray. And this is why you need to be careful in your choices, in your decisions. And this is why you need to seek wise counsel. I hope this helps you.